Tearing up carpet that like cats have just like pissed on is just like a horrible smell. Or
Zin pouches, cockroach eggs, cockroaches.
ew.
It was fucking disgusting.
Oh, we had a sleeveless party.
Sleeveless party.
Yeah.
And then the people would come to our room.
Beer you made them chug.
Ballast Point.
Oh my god. That dude got hit by that car. Remember that?
That one dude.
I look left, I do not look right. Just get smoked, dude. I get smoked. My shoes are up in the air. Next thing, I don't know what happened. Next thing I know, I'm on the couch, and I look like Two-Face from The Dark Knight.
I've had a lot of whiskey, a lot of beers.
You've had half a bottle of Jefferson's Ocean.
What's going on, guys? My name is Ryan Snod. It Rhymes with Odd, and you're listening or watching the Rhymes with Odd podcast. Today we are coming to you from Zion National Park in southern Utah. I am with some different guests today, and the sound might be a little different because we're in a log cabin in the woods. So we have Scott, Dylan, and Adam. Welcome to the show, guys.
Hello.
Thanks for having me.
So for some context, we're on a guys trip. This is our first of hopefully many guys trips where we're going all over the country, trying different places out. We're going to Zion this year. What are we thinking about? We've been here for like 6 hours. What are we thinking so far about Zion?
Not what I expected.
Are we getting the name right?
I don't think this is actually Zion.
I don't know.
Zion.
We are outside of Zion National Park.
Okay.
We're up in the altitudes.
What's the town called?
Cahub? What? No, Google
No
me.
way.
Kebab.
Sounds
Say it,
wrong.
Google me.
But if we're getting that wrong, that's sorry, Utah locals. But basically, we're here having a guys trip. I thought it'd be a really fun time to have all these guys on the pod because these are my closest friends. I think it'd be fun to kind of reminisce on some stories, see where we came since college, talk about some fun college stories, and yeah. So before we started recording this, we put down probably 20 beers between the four of us in the last couple hours, and we are drinking now. The non-official sponsor of tonight, Jefferson's Ocean. Jefferson's, if you're out there. Also Twisted Tea, if you're out there. Bullet Bourbon, if you're out there looking for pod sponsors. Also Busch Light, if you're out there. Anheuser, hit us up. We are looking for podcast sponsors. So before we get into all the stuff, I think it'd be fun to kind of go around the table and have you guys introduce yourselves. So we've got Scott, Dylan, and Adam. We'll start with Scott. Scott, who are you? What do you do? How do we know each other?
Scott Wales. I'm self-employed. I own a construction company that does like custom house building and custom remodels. And we met in college at Simpson.
There you go. Love it. Dylan, what about you?
I'm from Kansas City, born and raised.
Which side of Kansas City?
The Kansas side. Let's
Casey
get
County?
that right.
Not Missouri.
Let's get that right.
The good side, not Missouri.
Confusing, but let's get that right. I've had a government job for about 5 years now. Man, when did I meet you, Ryan?
College.
Yeah, no, we were forced to room together, I believe.
Forced.
Sophomore year.
Yeah, we pulled the last straw in the lottery,
Yeah.
so we were the very last people to choose our rooms sophomore year.
It was a good
The
old time.
sophomore year?
Good old time,
Yeah,
yeah.
Buxton.
Oh, that's right.
Buckstone.
Yeah.
And then Adam, who are you? What do you do? How do we know each other?
I'm Adam Stewart. Right now I'm in commercial flight training and hoping to get a job soon, but I know Ryan from way before college. We hung out a bunch in high school, had garage bands together, hung out a bunch, spent summers together, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So a lot of good times.
Yeah. So to kind of kick this off here, I thought it'd be fun to talk about some fun college memories. I have them on my notes on my phone, which we are using for a wide angle, so I can't reference them now that I think about that. So we all met each other though through college, right? So we all went to Simpson, Roll Storm.
Roll storm.
No? Yes? No?
Yeah.
So we have two collegiate athletes on the pod.
Oh, yeah.
Guys, you're on
Excellent.
swim team. Tell me about that. What was it like swimming for the college and having to do an actual physical sport when drinking is also a sport in itself?
It's exhausting.
I think the morning practices were the worst.
That was the worst by far.
Swimming
Yeah,
5,000 yards in the morning.
Yeah. And we had to wake up
Ice
at like
cold.
4 to do it.
Yeah.
And it was like 4, was it practice 5 to 7? But we had to drive because
Dude,
the pool was not on campus at all.
But those Iowa.
It wasn't that far.
It wasn't that far, but you still
complain.
got to wake up early.
I will say the
It's
Iowa
a 3-minute
winters.
drive.
It's
are
winter, though,
a lot
like-
different.
Okay, you're from Kansas. It's one state
Yeah.
away. How could it be that much worse
Dude,
in
it's
Iowa?
the wind. Just smacks you right in the face.
Especially out there.
think
Where the
it's full
pool
of
was. It was out in a
poop. Oh
cornfield,
my
dude. They just built the Y. There's nothing around it. It's
Oh my
freezing cold. Then you
gosh.
want to go jump in a cold pool to go swim for
It's refreshing.
2 hours.
right?
And
No.
hell
Sure,
no.
sure. So to give people some context too, Dylan and I are in the same grade. Scott is a year older than me.
Mm-hmm.
Adam is a year younger than me.
The baby.
Baby. Let's talk first with Scott, since you're the eldest.
Great.
What was your college experience like with us since you had to leave a year before? Or I guess you're the first to leave college and join the workforce.
Yeah, it was an excuse to come back to Simpson and visit you guys, which was, a lot of good memories there. But I don't know.
He says he doesn't remember.
Yeah, I
The
don't
memories
remember.
failed
You
him.
were telling us earlier you kind of blocked out a lot of the college
I don't know if
memories.
it's blocked out, but it's just been a long time that I just don't. Yeah.
He's
Not-
filled it
not
up
a
with other
whole-
memories.
The thing I will say
Yeah.
though, I mean,
Yeah, a lot of work.
you continued with your business while you're in college. I mean, that was impressive.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I
give the people-
did.
drove
I
back
did work the
quite a
whole
bit, man.
senior
So
year.
give the people a breakdown. So you mentioned what you do now, but like you knew when you went into college, like I'm going to learn business so I can like take over the
Yeah.
family business. Like that was kind of your purpose,
Yeah,
right?
kind of. So, growing up, my dad ran the construction company and did like remodels and stuff, and I always worked for him as a kid. But then I got older, and I was like, well, I don't know if that's what I want to do like forever, because that's all I have done. So I figured I'd go to college. Didn't really have a specific thing that I wanted to major in, so I was like business, pretty general. And then after being in college and working kind of like just a desk job at Simpson, I was like, nah, no desk job for me. I want to do stuff with my hands and
Nice.
basically
Hand
Right?
jobs.
so good, real good at them. Anyway,
You want happy ending?
yeah. So
He said yes.
yes, yeah.
Absolutely.
So yeah. Then after college, I went. Well, I guess during college, senior year, I was going back and forth. It's about an hour drive back home.
Well, dude, you were what, doing class Tuesday, Thursday, and then working
was-
Monday, Wednesday, Friday?
I
You
think
were,
it's
like,
been a
putting the-
long time. So I think I had classes on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So then Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I got up and had like morning swim practice from 5 to 7 then, and then I'd leave, get home around like a little after 8, work until 6, 7 p.m., and then eat dinner and drive back to Simpson. Then classes on Tuesdays, and then repeat Wednesday and Friday. So
I mean, this was 8, 7, 6 years ago. So
it's a long time ago.
that's a lot, I get it.
Sure.
We're getting old, boys.
Yeah,
You are.
What was good about
I'll be
that?
30 next year.
Oh, shit.
30-30.
No,
Yeah.
geezer. What was good about that, and what was like the hard part about that, like doing that kind of schedule? Because most college students are on campus 24/7,
Right.
except for like Christmas or Thanksgiving breaks.
So the bad side would be I kind of just missed out on a lot of college things because I was gone most of the time through the days, and then it's like some weekends I'd go home and work too. But the good thing, I mean, it got me into the working world, but I mean, that's what I'm going to be doing for the next how many years. So I don't know. Hindsight, I probably would have worked a little bit less, and yeah.
Sure. Love it. Awesome. Switching gears to Dylan.
Love it.
To Dylan. You and I roomed together sophomore year. We lost the lottery. We were the last 4 people
All
of the
worked out.
entire college to.
It all worked out.
Yeah. So talk about like we roomed together sophomore year.
Yeah.
We didn't junior year, and then we did senior year. So talk about that a little bit, like the dynamics, I guess, of the friend group and how it's changed and evolved over time.
I mean, basically, it all worked out. I mean, we were all stressing. Me and Mitch, I think it was Mitch Madsen. We were just stressing on who we were going to room with, but we got word that you were coming along, and we hit it off pretty quick. I think it all worked out, but I never envisioned I'd be out of college in Iowa, to be honest. But
Sure. Yeah, because you were like Kansas through and through, right? Like what even
Yeah.
brought you to Iowa? I mean, it's a one state away, but it's like
Yeah.
3-hour
Good
drive.
question.
Well-
Never heard this.
yeah.
Check
Um,
that out, yeah.
Well, honestly, I was going to go to like a couple schools in Missouri, but I took a tour to Simpson.
Who'd you stay with?
Yeah. Stayed with Scott over here.
Oh, you were the overnight?
Uh-huh.
Oh, no wonder you
it.
No wonder you can.
Did you not know that?
Scott's
You
a
didn't know
fun
that?
time.
No.
Scott's a fun time, especially if he's motivated by the coach to be like, make this
We
high
need,
school
we
kid.
need, yeah, and I was
He
told
needs
that,
to swim
yeah.
for the college.
Dude,
You
I had to
better
talk
get
to
in
your
here.
parents.
Yeah, I was such a
When
kid.
your parents dropped you off, yeah.
Dude, I was a little kid.
He'll be
my
fine. Don't
Yeah.
worry about
My
it.
parents were like, he's such full of shit.
It's like, well, yeah, we're gonna give him a tour. We'll have a good time, and you can pick
No,
him
I
up
had
in
a
the
good
morning.
time. I passed out on your blue couch, and I'm still in possession of that couch, by the way.
Are you serious?
Yes, I am.
Dude,
I
you guys got
Kind
be
of
a good
gross.
garage
That
couch.
blue
Dude, that's
couch?
an old couch.
Scott
Yeah.
got Dylan
When
up.
Kyle brought it to college, it was an old couch then.
Those
garage
futons,
couch
those
maybe
college
one day.
futons have seen more ass in a toilet
Oh
seat. I'll
my
tell
Wait,
you what.
God.
the blue one that was in our place?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh my god, buddy.
Is that a futon?
No, that's a couch.
I-
No,
Is
it
the-
was
is
couch.
that
but
like
I
the
know that
Simpson
couch well.
Is it the Simpson couch?
Don't tell me that.
Thank God it was pleather. It was pleather.
You should watch it.
Dude,
I've watched
I've witnessed a lot of
Power washed
acts,
that bitch.
a lot of nude acts on that couch. That thing's seen some things.
Gross.
But no, I woke up and
Good.
yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm going to Simpson. No, I honestly, man, looking back, I enjoyed Iowa. To be honest, like I just enjoy that small town kind of feel, like coming from the city. But I don't know, I
Sure.
loved it.
Well, smaller town Iowa from like Kansas City. What was the adjustment like, just being away from family? Because we're all three of us are from Iowa originally, with you being from somewhere else.
I never really went home a lot, to be honest. I mean, I enjoyed it. I mean, there's a lot going on back home, but I was just like, man, I enjoyed it.
Sure.
And I met you guys, so.
Sure.
Turned out pretty good then.
Oh yeah,
That's
absolutely.
great. That's great. All right, shifting to Adam. I feel like I pressured you to go to Simpson because I went there.
No, not really. No, it was on the radar. You definitely were a factor in choosing, but of the schools that I applied for, Simpson gave me a lot of money compared to the other schools. And I had spoken with the professors about environmental science, and that's kind of what I was going to go for at any other school. So having you there and knowing you before even going, yeah, it played a big part of it, but you didn't pressure me into going for sure. They gave me a lot of money.
Sure. Because rattle them off. What was your major, Adam?
Environmental science.
And then you minored in like 14 things. What else?
I majored in Spanish.
Oh, so it was environmental and
Dude,
Spanish.
he could practically speak Spanish.
Como te llamas?
Let's not do that right now.
Bro, I took an intro and they acted like I should just know it.
Yeah,
automatically. I was like,
they don't
well,
speak
I'm
English in
fucked.
the course.
That's why we took kimonos.
Oh yeah,
We took a
Our
Japanese class.
class.
Watched fireworks shows for 2.5 hours on a fucking video. It's like, oh my god.
Right,
I think I took
so,
that class too.
Kimonos and blue
Yeah,
jeans.
the same one, but just the year before.
Yeah.
We had to go
Took
get
some,
sushi.
took some sake bombs downtown.
We took sake bombs for a grade.
Yeah.
Best class ever.
He said that was great.
Adam would be like, how was your class? We come stumbling into the room at like 9:30. I'm like, teacher made us drunk. We got a fucking A.
Did you have to take a picture wearing like are they called kimonos?
The kimonos.
Yeah.
No, we
Did you guys have to-
We had
We
an
had a-
ending project.
Yeah, we had
took like
to-
a different country.
we had to pick a country or a state in country, and pick a. It was so long ago, I kind of forgot. But the guy that taught it had 2 bachelor's degrees, no master's, but he's from Japan. So like, he just taught the class.
Taught his own language.
Dude, the bar is just so low. Not to say that you need a PhD to teach a college class, but I was like, he's like, okay, guys, we're gonna watch a fireworks show for 2.5 hours, and then there we
Alright,
were
that
was
getting
it?
college
That was
credit
it?
for 2.5 hours for being on our phones. He's like, I'm like, oh my god, like I can't even watch a live fireworks show for more than 30 minutes. I'm like, this is crazy, but
I don't remember if it was one of our assignments or like the actual final to go eat sushi, take a picture in a kimono, and then like send it in. It might have been an assignment, but if it was
Nah,
the
he
final,
was.
it was like that, and then write a paper on the
Sure.
experience, I think.
sure. Well, I will say, switching gears, I'll keep saying switching gears, but we had a lot of fun in college for being a D3 school where there wasn't a lot of fun going on except for Saturday nights. We have a lot of fun stories. Around the campfire earlier, we were...
We did our best to keep the ball rolling.
I feel like, okay, so like earlier, like the context here was like, I always say my junior year sucked because who I was rooming with, it didn't work out super well. Dylan and Scott were together my junior year.
That sounds
Adam
weird.
was a sophomore, so you were in a different place.
I was in Buxton,
Buxton.
which I had fun in Buxton,
Yeah.
but separate from you guys.
Yeah. So then Scott graduated. The next year, Dylan, Adam, and I roomed together, as well as another
What was that room called?
Washington 12.
confidently called Washington One Too Many. 1, 2, 12. Get it? Okay.
God, those neighbors hated us, dude.
Oh yeah, yeah. So we have 1.5 million stories from that year. We were on the 3rd floor of a room. The people below us were prudes that just went to bed at 9 p.m.
If you're
on a
watching
Saturday.
this, I'm sorry. You guys were great.
No,
Thank you so
she-
much for everything.
But we would tell them.
She confronted me. She confronted me one night.
We would tell the girls, like, okay, it's like 5 p.m. that night. We're like, hey, we're gonna have a couple people over. Like,
You guys are welcome to come up and hang out.
please don't call the police. Like, just come up, text us.
We
Whatever.
didn't mention the whole campus would be there.
But yeah, we would. It was a perfect storm that year because all of the frats, which were the usual party places, they all broke the fraternity rules, so they were dry the entire year, our senior year. So like the typical party places,
Yeah, that's right.
we had a lot of fun though. Like we did because it's like people couldn't have fun on campus. We had a lot of freshmen that like literally transferred out at semester because they're like
There was actually a lot who left
there was like
because it was boring.
over 20 people left college. So it's like, and the administration was kind of cracking down, and we were like, put it to the people.
But they didn't.
You
Yeah,
got
they just
busted
didn't
quite
want
a bit.
people to do what college students did. That's
Couple times.
exactly
Explore
right.
their bodies.
Sophomore year?
Do you remember that one time?
Yeah.
We had that one party and
Which one? Explain further.
It was early in the year and I don't know. There was this one. The whole point of it was that we had the kids, the freshmen, rip their sleeves off.
Oh, we had a sleeveless party.
Sleeveless party.
yeah.
And then the people would come to our room, not that they were even drinking, and that they would be forced to rip their sleeves off.
Name the beer you made them chug. to get
Ballast
in-
Point.
Oh my God.
I didn't make them.
Wait,
Someone else did.
It was terrible, and we're like, this is so bad. We don't even like this beer.
I've never heard that name
It's
of beer
bad.
before.
It's
but
bad.
yeah, well, it
Don't buy
doesn't sound good.
Don't buy it.
Really bad.
Don't incriminate me.
I'm not going to, but I was going to say. So we had roles in the room. Scott had graduated. He was working his
gone.
face off. Dylan was a DJ. I was the doorman, so like I would open the door and admit people in.
He was the dad.
Our roommate Mitch was the bouncer, so if people were getting rowdy, he'd literally throw them out. And then Adam, what was your role?
Be cool.
He would float.
I would float around and, explore the party.
Yeah. So we had our fair share of people over, but it was interesting though. We had a couple big parties, one of which was Halloween, which you probably saw. Scott
Oh
saw
yeah,
videos
I
and
got so
pictures.
many pictures and videos of that. That was
Adam was
No, Dylan and I were.
Jimmy and Chaz.
I was Chaz Michael
I was
Michaels.
fucking Jimmy.
Jimmy McElroy from Blades of Glory.
Fucking mop on my head.
We were in skin tight, skating suits, and I had Heelys, so I was skating around in the wig.
I
had
got a
this
good
long-
picture, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll put a picture on the screen. Yeah.
We took Halloween pretty seriously.
And that night, Dylan and I had left, and we were just exploring all the other parties. and
Skating.
we were skating around, and I had this one. There's a video of me
Fucking
skating
Heelys?
down the road, and just cruising around in my Heelys. We were at a party, and then our party that we had left because no one was there. Ryan called us and was like, "Get back! There's tons of people here right now," and we had to skate back from whatever party we were at back to our place. And when we got there,
I
there
did
was
not believe him.
wow, yeah, we didn't believe him. I didn't think there was going to be that many people.
Yeah, I called these guys and I was like, okay, it was like in a movie where people knock on the door and you open it and there's 20 people and you're like, come on in. And that happened 3 times. And I called these guys. I'm like, there's like 60 goddamn people in this apartment. And they're like healing around the campus, like whatever. I'm like, you don't understand. Like I'm the only person that lives here and there's so many people. There's so many people.
When we got back, there was people on the stairs.
Yeah, I literally thought
just
the
like,
floor was gonna cave in on our
well,
bottom
there's people
neighbors.
like waiting everywhere. There was people on the stairs. I can't remember his name. I don't know.
Dude, do you remember the cleanup that next day? There was Kit Kat smushed
Skittles.
Before we get there,
Into the carpet.
the whole party was going on, and like
How many people do you think was in there? Like, realistically,
dude.
70 to 80.
in our 500 square foot apartment, not even that. Like,
Dude, it was like a bedroom. Our living room was a bedroom. Like,
there was tons of people. It was like it was literally wall to wall. You couldn't move without touching someone.
The other part of this was my birthday is near Halloween, so I was dressed as JFK. My girlfriend, now wife, was Marilyn Monroe, and I heard a commotion. We were in the back room, and I heard a commotion from the living room, and I came out because they're like, Ryan, get out here. And I thought we were snapping into roles. I'm like, oh, God, I got to be doorman again. So I go out. I told Paige, stay here. And I go out in the living room, and you guys are all singing me happy birthday. And I'm dressed up like JFK with a gunshot wound to my head, prosthetic, in a suit, in my legit suit, waving at people, and everyone's singing me fucking happy birthday. It was hilarious.
We were standing on the table in the middle of the room, and no one knew what was
Good
going on.
good birthday.
Such a good birthday. Yeah.
But the next morning, like Dylan said, there was Skittles ground into the floor. And there was
Our
candy
table was gone.
Our table was gone.
Someone
yeah.
stole it.
What, for real?
Yeah.
That's
One of our
was
tables,
stuff
our end
everywhere.
tables were stolen. I don't know why you would take an end table.
Of all the shit.
Like,
I'm gonna take this heavy piece of shit.
dude, we got an
Mine.
Xbox,
Yeah.
PlayStation,
Kind of crazy stuff. Yeah. But then we graduated. We'll come back to college in a second, but we're not going to completely live in the past. We graduated, and then some of us got married. A couple of us, well, two of us.
I have not.
What? Weddings.
Two of the four of us have been married now. I was the first to draw blood, and then Scott shortly after.
That's right. Yeah.
So I was April
That's
2020.
crazy.
When were you married?
March of 21.
There you go.
But you can go a little bit in. I mean, obviously, unfortunately, COVID kind of screwed
Oh yeah.
our plans for your
Yeah,
wedding.
dude.
but,
We were gonna get married on the beach
Yeah.
in April.
In
And then
Florida.
Florida PCB happened, and they're like, the state is shut down. They're like, if you have a non-Florida license plate, we'll just ticket you and send you to the Georgia border. And I was like, oh God. So we had to cancel our wedding, which sucked because we were gonna do beachfront. I think we sent you guys pictures white sand beach,
It was
like
Oh, yeah, it's gonna be
Navar
sweet.
Beach or something like that.
Yeah.
Emerald.
Emerald. Yep, Emerald. Emerald Grand.
Emerald Grand. That was,
The pretty beach. But yeah, so 2020 was a beach. So we ended up getting married a year later, and then Scott got married in Phoenix.
I'm in Arizona. That's where my wife's from.
Get
Yeah.
crazy, dude. We had a crazy pre-wedding party for you. So tell the people we basically manted a fucking mansion.
It's a mansion, yeah. It's a
20
mansion.
person mansion in Phoenix, Arizona, in the Camelback Mountains.
Wish I
Yeah.
can remember that.
So we
Dylan was hammered the whole
the
weekend.
whole time.
Why don't you remember that, Dylan?
2 words. Fireball.
And that's it? Just
Fireball.
Fireball?
Put some videos on the
Why'd you
screen.
drink so much Fireball?
Because you guys... Never mind.
No, tell the people what happened. Fireball and what?
Dude, I was doing those beer bongs and you guys were just pouring Fireball in there.
Sorry. That was me.
God.
I did it too.
And Scott
Yep.
did it.
There it is. Yep. He put the beer in. He started doing it and just
Well, he
it's
closed
up
his
there a
eyes.
little bit.
That's-
Yeah,
That's my
you never
kryptonite.
know.
Kryptonite.
He's
dude.
crazy.
He likes a beer bong.
Yep.
How many have you done tonight?
2.
3.
Oh, yeah, there you
I'm
go.
keeping track.
Hey, good
What
job.
question
I
is
know how you
this?
get.
Good job.
So we brought the token beer bong from college. We brought it back. But yeah, anyway, continue, Dylan, about what were you saying earlier?
We were talking about Scott's before wedding party in the
Yeah.
mansion.
The mansion.
So no, Scott, you were
Yeah.
telling us what was it, 20-person bedroom mansion in the hills?
It was something like that. We had counted out all the bedrooms. We invited all the people to fill all the bedrooms, and we thought that we got the pool house too. But the guy that owns the house was actually staying in the pool house. And then we had I don't know if you guys knew that.
He was
there
on
the whole
campus.
He was there the
time.
whole time.
Oh.
Dude,
No.
we were doing
Yeah.
some shit.
He doesn't. I don't think he cares. I think this is what he's.
He was a doctor, wasn't he?
no idea.
I wish I
No
would
idea
have
what he
known
did.
that
I wish I would have known that.
going in.
It's fine.
I wish I would have known that.
Nothing. Yeah. It's
I did
fine.
not know that.
I knew that because I saw him through the blinds.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah. You could see there's a shadow moving in the blinds or whatever.
Oh, no.
but he's like
He
a
had cameras everywhere watching
But
us.
dude, his house is
I mean-
we looked it up on Zillow. It was 1.7 million or something crazy.
Seriously. Yeah.
The pool, the
I
hot
believe it.
tub, all the stuff.
And
It'd
today
be
it'd
fun.
be even more.
How
Probably
much
on
was
TikTok.
it per day? Do you remember? Because we split it between the group, but it was probably thousands a day, I would assume.
I want to say it was over $2,000, but I do not remember.
That's
What was
crazy.
that?
Yeah.
Apache Junction or something like that?
That's where the wedding was.
Yeah,
The
that's
wedding
what
was
it
in
was.
Pasadena.
Beautiful.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
then like the
place
house was
was-
in Scottsdale.
Not
technically?
Scottsdale.
No. It was by Camelback.
Camelback
right next to
Mountain.
Camelback.
Yeah.
Was it north of it? It was north of it because
Regardless, though, like, what went into that, like, with you and your wife Kenzie's, like, vision for the wedding? Like, how did that play? Like, you could have been in Iowa, Arizona.
Yeah.
Why Phoenix? Why Phoenix area? Why a mansion?
So this
He's popping
this
tops. What is this? A twisted tea going down.
Kind of long story short, but like we wanted to do something in Arizona and then something back in Iowa. So we ended up doing a wedding. We looked at venues out in Arizona. We ended up on the Paseo venue in Apache Junction.
It was pretty.
Yeah, it was great. It had the Superstition Mountains in the background.
It was cold.
It looked
Super
like
sweet.
a.
It did.
it was
It ended up
windy.
being
It
a
was
cold,
windy,
windy
yeah.
day. Well, it started raining. Right, we were lucky we got the ceremony done,
Yeah.
and then moved everyone inside, and then it started storming.
Well, Dylan was saying, "Yart, Peter," like shivering.
Yart.
I have video
It
somewhere.
was
of that.
well, yeah. We actually have pictures of everyone like huddled around the heaters. The wedding party was like waiting to go in, and we were all huddled around heaters trying to keep warm before we go in.
And I
and, like-
I wasn't ready for it because I thought this was going to be Arizona and hot, and I'm used
right.
to Florida weather and hot all the time.
Yep.
I was shivering, and I was in suit coat and everything.
I was nervous to be wearing a suit coat. I thought I'd get too hot, but that was not the case. It turned out pretty good.
But they had donkeys with beer, and it was great.
Well, yeah, we had that for I think like 2 hours. A donkey had a.
Yeehaw!
You remember that? And we took,
Oh, you're a girl dragon.
Wasn't a goat.
Ooh,
Oh my.
But no, like your wedding, I know that we got fitted for your wedding so early.
oh God, I got fat.
I want to bring this up.
So okay, so
Because-
we got fitted in like midsummer. My wedding got rescheduled for September of 2020.
Dude.
Dylan's suit was so tight.
And honestly, I didn't even gain a lot of weight. I was still swimming, but like this guy messed up on some measurements. Like, bro, they look
did
like
get
they look
fitted
like some
way
they look
early.
like some McGregor like skin
Was
tight.
it fitted way early?
it was a
Dylan's
year.
like,
It
you
was a
want to
year
talk to my
before.
fucking family like that? I'll drop you. Okay. Tree fitty. Okay.
I break faces and bounce. Dude. So they ripped on the dance floor. They fucking
Dylan,
ripped.
okay, so
they ripped.
for context, I was peeing in the bridal suite in the men's room. Dylan kicks the door in and he goes, "I think I pulled my
Dude.
groin." And I said, "What?" And he's like, "I tried to do the splits during the dance." And
I tried to pull a Connor man. I got cocky. Connor.
His wedding's coming up. You guys going?
I want to.
Okay.
Yeah.
But no, for my wedding, like, we got married in Iowa, just Iowa in September. And I feel like there was a lot of stuff that happened, like side quests that were going on during my wedding. Like, I would walk out the front door and there was like girls crying on the sidewalk. There was like people smoking, God knows what, in the corner. Like, there was people just hammered drunk at the wedding. I was drinking like straight Apple Crown, and I was like sober as like anybody. And then it was like 11 p.m. and I just spit everywhere. There was 11 p.m. and I asked the bartender because we prepaid a dollar amount, and I said, "Hey, how much is on my tab?" And he's like, "Oh, you got like $2,000 on your tab." And I looked around, and there was like 15, 20 college student-esque, like 20-esque people. And I said, "Go crazy." I'm like, "Drink it dry," and they just went nuts.
Did
Fuck
we
yeah,
not?
we did.
We got drunk in
went
like
crazy
30
fast.
minutes. We were like hammered.
It was 0 to hero very fast.
0 to hero.
And there was a guy like screaming like play some folk music or something. Or Billy Joel.
Polka.
I don't know what it was.
We won't talk about that. My stepdad kind of cussed out the DJ, and I was like peeing in the bathroom, and he's like, "Hey, just so you know, hear it from me. Like, I may have cussed out your DJ for not playing polka music." I'm like, "Why would you request that? We have a list of songs we'll play." Yeah.
Do you remember the day before at the rehearsal, we were playing cornhole in the little cabin, and we were just us. We were playing cornhole, and then he walks up and he's like, "So you guys play? Do you play?"
You guys play?
And he goes and he hits the hole like 10 times in a row, and I had no defense against that. No,
These
you
guys
remember
like,
that?
he's serious. He's racing for pinks out here.
He was serious about cornhole.
Yeah.
He is.
So my mom and him got married this summer.
Oh, right
So
on.
it's
Right
kind
on.
of
Yeah, how was that?
good.
Good.
They had like 500 people show up to the wedding.
Holy shit.
Lots
That's
of
a big
people.
wedding.
Lots of people, yeah. And then my aunt just got married last weekend. We're here this weekend. And then we go back for Sweet Corn Festival next weekend.
I might be there.
Oh my God.
Ooh.
Sweet Corn Festival.
Where's it at?
West Point, Iowa. It's 85 years?
No,
72 years.
closer.
Okay. While we think about this, we're going to break to a game show in the middle of this entire interview. We're going to break to a game show here. Scott, pull up your phone. If you have your phone in your lap.
All right, okay.
Okay,
No,
so
you guys can't mess with me.
before we got into this, Dylan here is amazing at knowing the year that a movie was produced. It was wild. We were like Step Brothers, and he's like throwing the number.
2008.
There you go. Like he was like dodgeball. He like
2004.
any comedy, anything. He knows the number. So like we were fact checking him because we just assume it's truth. But like he was within like 1 or 2 years of most movies, which is pretty wild. So during this segment, we're gonna ask him a movie that's like common knowledge. We'll give him 10 to 15 seconds to think. He'll
You don't need that.
5 seconds. He'll probably rattle off. Scott will fact check him.
Do you want any boundaries for movies? Like
Comedy.
I already
action.
told you.
Deep Throat.
I have nothing against the movie.
Not Star Wars,
have-
not Lord of the Rings.
Dude, Star Wars, Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings. I'm sorry. I apologize to whoever watching this. You're a big fan. I'm
While we're
sorry.
watching this,
I
we're gonna
just can't
report.
watch it.
oh, you don't watch it? You haven't seen
Damn,
it?
I just can't
You've
watch those
never seen
movies, man. Well, okay,
Sorry.
okay. I will backtrack. In college,
Why do you know so much about movie years?
I don't know what it is. I don't know. I really don't know. I just have a good memory, I think. I don't know. But backtracking, me and Scott were living together. What was it? Your senior year.
Yeah, you're junior.
And he forced me to watch every Star Wars movie
Good
that was
man.
made. And then
Culture.
he watched every Fast and Furious movies.
No.
Yeah, it was.
No way.
Yes, it
Scott,
was.
what do you need over there?
I haven't been like
We watched
crazy
them
into
all. Because you
So,
haven't,
well,
you
I
haven't
guess-
seen some of them.
I guess back then it was only through that one's not mine, dude. Mine's over here.
That's yours now.
Solid. Anyway,
Well, let's just say I've seen every Star
the
Wars.
fuck?
I think we did. No,
So
I think we
there-
watched
there-
it because back then only up to the 5th one.
Why do we have 5 glasses out?
And after that,
Well.
not so good.
They are killing it now. Fast
Sorry.
Furious. They should have ended at 7.
Dodgeball.
2000
Dude, it's
But,
2004.
Scott, pull up your phone.
You don't have
that
to
one's
look
right.
that one.
That
up.
one's all right. Yeah, for sure.
Okay. We're gonna scramble the we asked him earlier what 6 or 7 movies earlier. He got like 90% right. Okay, if you were on like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire and it's all movie titles, do you think you could like pull numbers? Like where's your inspiration? How do you know the year?
I don't know. I think it's just memory and like you know how like the old. I don't know. I don't even have cable anymore, but like you know how the old DVRs were. Like I'd watch movies all the time, but like
No.
yeah, you do. But I would just I don't know. I would just look at the
Yeah,
year
piece of
all the
shit,
time.
Adam.
I was always curious when it was made. I don't know. I just have a good memory though. I think.
Okay, so we'll throw 3 titles to you. You can like Google them sequentially, but
Go for it.
number 1 would be Semi-Pro. Will Ferrell, movie about him shooting basketball.
2007.
Ooh, close. 2008.
Okay, and then
Trash.
Step Brothers. was
Trash. What was
just watched
What was
it.
Step Brothers? What was Step Brothers?
2008. Easy.
That we checked that earlier, right, Scott?
Yeah, it's 2008.
That's right. Bing bing. We'll put the sound effects in later. Basically any Will Ferrell movie. How about Adam Sandler? Okay, we'll go Happy Gilmore. When was Happy Gilmore shot?
1995.
95.
Billy Madison was 94.
27 years ago.
Happy Gilmore, 96.
Oh, close, dude. Within one
Wait, when
year.
did you say Billy Madison?
94.
95.
No, I don't know about that.
Ooh, it says it, man.
Most of us are born around 94. I'm 94.
Maybe the
October
protection.
94.
How do you feel?
I'm not doing good right now.
Cars.
How do you feel?
I was thinking that.
Cars.
Hey, did you get that by seeing the DVD over there?
No.
Yeah, I totally did.
Highway.
2004.
Okay. Okay. How about
You want a second guess?
how about
2005.
how about the
6.
Well, which one? He
movie
can't
are we-
choose the 7.
Dylan, what are we talking about right now? Which
Cars.
movie?
Cars.
Cars.
With Owen Wilson?
Yeah.
Wow. And
Wow.
Ka-chow.
Ka-chow.
Ka-chow. Goddamn, Mater.
You know what? I'm gonna go 2006.
2006.
What the fuck,
I
dude?
went with my gut.
Hey, somebody phone a friend on him if it's a movie trivia between the years of like 1990 to like current day. I think you could probably within 1 year.
I feel pretty crappy now with Adam Sandler.
sorry,
ones.
man. Yeah, I just-
I thought
Mr. Deeds.
2000.
good.
I want to get. I almost guessed that too.
It's 2 or 3.
Lost my toe in the
Which
scouts.
one are you going with?
3.
It's 2.
Ah, come on.
Dude, within 1 year, I couldn't even get within 10 years.
Okay, they were producing it, you know.
Is that Hawaiian Punch? That's what he says. Is it Hawaiian Punch?
Oh, in,
lost my
in the
foot.
water fountain.
I lost my foot in the
Mr.
scouts. You just black-footed. Ah! Yeah, great movie. How about Arnold Schwarzenegger, Predator, the first one?
I'm not good with those movies, man.
Arnie?
No.
No Arnie movies? Terminator 2, Judgment Day,
Oh, I just looked that one up.
2002. I'll say 2002.
Yeah. I'll go.
Terminator 2, Judgment Day,
Yeah.
2002.
Okay, any other guesses? Adam, you want to get on?
I
it?
don't fucking know.
love Terminator.
I'm just hanging out.
I
I
would
don't
guess
watch
why- dude,
movies.
this is
I got
why-
other stuff to
This
do.
is why I want to search him.
We'll do 2 more.
No,
after
it's
this.
older than that. It's
2002?
way older than that, dude.
Ratatouille.
Terminator 2 is
90s?
You're just reading the.
There's a stack of DVDs right here.
And for everyone that's listening, we're using stacks of DVDs for tripods because I couldn't fit it all in my
Is
carry-on.
the Terminator here?
No.
Oh.
But I'm looking at Happy Feet, Cars, Ratatouille. I want Ratatouille.
Good
Tell me.
movies here. Scott, what
Terminator.
Terminator 2 Judgment Day. What was the answer for that?
It's older,
Oh.
dude. It's not 2002.
Terminator 2 Judgment Day.
1991.
God dang.
Way old.
That's what I guessed.
Good. Dude,
Yeah, I heard
dude,
Yeah, I heard Adam. Yeah.
Dude, there's a scene where like Arnie cuts his
Fuck yeah.
goddamn arm off and pulls the skin off. I'm like,
Yeah, to prove he's a machine to the guy
I've
that
seen
created it.
BTS of that. And, like they had a guy with his arm.
That's my
Here's
kink.
one. Hey, you thought that was old? When's the first Terminator? When was that one?
1981.
What was the
82,
second one? What was
82.
the second one?
91.
82. 82.
82.
I don't know.
You said something?
I'll go 83.
I'm just throwing numbers out, dog.
It's 84.
That's what I said.
Man, you are within 1 year, though.
There's
always
one
one
scene in the first movie that is iconic, and it's when Arnie ad-libbed the fucking.
I'll be back.
He said, "I'll be back," and they said, "I'll be right back." But he said he talked to the director, and he's like, "Well, I'm kind of robotic, so I'll be back." That's the shit. That's what happens. That's what sticks.
And it
Okay, so one more movie for Dylan. You're like probably half and
Before
half.
the next
right now.
question, I just want to say,
You really hyped this up.
I really want to say,
What do you gotta say?
Jack and Jill has got to be
Go fuck
the
yourself.
worst effing movie I've ever seen.
From what year?
I don't even know.
From what-
2011.
Yeah.
I don't even know why it's even.
You got that, you got that
I
one.
don't even know why it exists.
That and That's My Boy. Adam
that's a good one.
Sandler.
I never saw that one.
2012 or 2013?
I'm drinking Budweiser.
So which one?
I'm Adam Sandler.
12.
12.
My son has a
12.
tattoo on his back.
Yep.
What a shit movie.
I didn't. Yeah, I did not
Give
even.
me
I didn't even watch.
one more, because I
Okay,
feel really
okay.
bad.
Okay. Ready?
Come on.
Can I do one and then you do one?
Meet the Parents.
Ooh.
First one. First one.
Ooh, okay,
That's a
okay,
good
okay,
one,
okay.
yeah.
First one.
Man, I know these. I'm thinking 98.
I'd say early 2000s. What I would guess.
It's not.
Based on
It's
the
in
based on
90s.
the
It's in the
fashion.
It's in the 90s. I'm
It's
gonna
the
go
thick
98.
corduroy sweaters. Okay.
It's 2000.
God dang, I'm right. Woo!
Here, let's get some feel-good numbers. Anchorman.
Anchorman, 2002.
No, it's 05. Anchorman 1 is 05. No.
06.
I have a feeling it's 04.
God, no. Stop.
06!
Don't fuck with my mind.
Brian
right
says 06.
Scott.
now. Oh, wait.
He's just still going.
Oh my gosh. Dude, I know it. We just talked about it.
2004.
No, it's not. It's not. You know what?
Dude, Dylan, you're like the king. Okay.
Well, you know what? The bullet's talking right now.
Okay. That's good. That's good.
What's the bullet say?
I'm going to go 05.
It's just still with that 1 year off.
05. God,
So
it's 06.
4.
What?
Yeah. Dude, Adam was right.
Oh
You were saying 2004 was like a hell of a year.
Oh, 2004 was one of the best years in movies. I swear. And 05.
What movies came out that year?
Dodgeball, Along Came Polly, Incredibles. Oh, dude, when I was young, but Incredibles was a good movie.
Dude,
Dash.
Spider-Man 2.
Hey, he did dress up as Dash
Harry
for
Potter.
Halloween.
You ready?
Let's
Dude,
not glaze
Shark
over.
Tale.
You ready?
Shark Tale was 2004.
Literally that DVD on the top. That's Shark Tale.
It is.
2000.
Will Smith.
2004. No, I'll go
No, all
05.
these-
I'll go 05.
for what?
Shark Tale.
2004. I looked at
Just say,
I just said it, man.
he's
These
been
are all.
reading off 2006.
Sorry, I have one earbud in.
These are 2004 comedies. White Chicks. You guys remember that movie?
04.
Oh,
2004.
shit.
White Chicks.
2004,
2004.
yeah. Meet the Fockers.
Meet the Fock. Yeah,
Starsky.
Stars
2005. 2005.
No, 2004. These are all 2004.
I'm done.
Why is
I'm
a
done.
dwarf throwing knives at me?
Dude,
Ryan,
without.
He's no dwarf. He's my son.
Hey, without a
hyped up
paddle.
his skills.
Liar.
Did you guys watch Without a Paddle?
I've seen it, but I can't guess that one.
Funny one.
Good
It's
movie.
2004.
See? I'm telling you, 2004.
Okay,
good movie.
So
Good ones.
to conclude that 25-minute movie
iRobot.
breakdown. Yes, good movie.
Yes.
Dylan's
Dylan-
not actually as good as we thought.
Dylan, why are you so drawn to movie years of all things?
Like
I
I
could
said,
probably tell
I
you like
don't
lead
know.
actors, directors. That's my mind because
I'm
work-
always just researching, like, I'm just fascinated, like, actors, what other movies they're in. I think it's just the research I do with just movies in general.
okay.
But
Good.
I don't know. Obviously, I failed a few.
No, that's good. You're within like 3 years, which is pretty crazy. Like, I think about like when I watch TV movies, I never think about the year, but then I look at the fashion, the design, the like
Yeah.
shot style, because things have changed like
Oh, yeah.
from cinematics, blah blah blah. But like, I think like Anchorman 1 versus 2. Like Anchorman 1's like early 2000s. Anchorman 2 is in like 2020.
Oh, yeah.
And you can tell, you look at the actors, I'm
yeah.
like, God damn, they're like 30 years older. Like, what happened? That helps, I think.
It's like me with trains.
2004 was a good.
Oh,
year.
what? Thomas the Train, Percy. What? Okay, so Adam, you mentioned earlier you're in aviation now.
Yes.
You were in scuba.
Yes.
Talk to me, Ruben. Why do you do the scuba?
Why do I do the scuba?
Along Came Polly.
Yes, Along Came Polly reference.
2005.
Lots of early 2000s movie references.
Why do I do the things that I do? Is that what you're asking?
Why switch from scuba to Ruben? Scuba to okay. Why go from under the water to above the clouds?
No, Jose.
Dylan's crazy. I shall say.
No, Jose.
So
We ask the deep questions on the Rhymes with Odd podcast.
It's got to be a reason. I mean,
yeah, I don't know if I want to say it though.
I mean, I would characterize you as like a guy that chases excitement and the thrill. And
Yeah.
I feel like you've been doing scuba for like 5 years, like 3, 4 or 5 years. Like you're looking for the next thing of like excitement. Like you're fired up about it.
So I taught scuba diving
Yeah, you
for 5 years. I taught Scott's open water scuba diver certification.
Scott, are you certified? Can you do scuba?
I finished his certification.
He did it. Yeah.
You put the flippers in the
If you-
fucking
well,
boat.
you're-
and
Do you have your
flip it up?
certification
I
card?
don't.
they
man.
still had their flippers
I just
on.
keep that in the dye bag, but yeah, your name is on my
Yeah,
certification.
Scott's certification has my name on it. So yeah, I did that. I did
Why are
that
you
for a
making
while.
out with me? You had sex with my scuba dive instructor. Yeah. Anyway, continue.
Let it rain.
No, I mean I
Ruben.
yeah, I definitely am a thrill seeker, if you want to call it that. But I just wanted to do things that were fun and things that had any kind of, it was just fun. So I did the scuba instruction for a few years, and that transferred into a more managerial position, and then also some technical repair work for some of the equipment there. And I really enjoy that, and I still can do it, and will do it. But
That was crispy.
I started flying as kind of a fun thing, and I caught that bug. So I want to go on to the next thing and start I started flying, and I quit my job at the dive shop with the shirt that I'm still wearing. And,
God damn.
yeah, and then I started flying, and considering the world in aviation right now, people are basically screaming for pilots. So it kind of just seems like going where the work is, and it's so fun for me. I mean, I just absolutely love it. So why would I not go to something that even has a little bit more backbone for a career, like retirement plan, and you know, I didn't really have a lot of those perks working at a dive shop. The perk was working at a dive shop, and now I can have really, the perk was that I was living and working at a dive shop, and I could scuba dive whenever I wanted. Now I can fly, and that would give me like health insurance and a retirement plan, and you know, I'm traveling a lot, so that's why I'm doing it, and the fact that it's a thrill is just kind of where I would go.
I love that. But also like the fact that you're not like picking an industry, like staying in it. You're like, I've been in it for years. Let's pivot. Let's try a new thing. Tell me the story about your near death experience lately. The fucking fire on the
Which one?
the one where you found gas on
Swallow
the wing.
mic now.
He almost died, people. This is a dangerous profession, flying planes when there's solo Cessnas.
I mean, I didn't almost die.
He almost died.
I didn't almost die. There's a pretty big fuel leak.
Oh my God! BP!
I mean, there was...
Tell the ducklings!
BP! There's a chance of that igniting, but it really wasn't that big of a deal. Where it was leaking, there was no combustion going on. It wasn't near the engine. This was when I was flying. I landed, smelled a lot of gas, saw a lot of gas leaking, fuel gauge showing low. So
Yep.
I lost a lot of fuel. I'm not going to die. I wasn't going to die, but, you know, it scared me enough. I didn't want to use that plane anymore.
Scary. Yeah. Scary. We'll give you a break for a second so you're not in the hot seat.
Fucking grill me.
Okay.
Just like our burgers tonight.
To bring it back to
I
Scott.
did well.
You did good. You did good.
They were nice.
We've been
and
grilling
rare.
out. We've been grilling out all night.
Even though Ryan forgot some condiments.
Okay. I spent $300.
Show
at
me the
grocery
mustard.
store. I forgot to get
Show
the
me your mustard.
Sorry.
It's all good.
To bring it back to Scott, I think there's a lot to be said about your career path, like college, joining the family business. Like, explain to me where the family business is now. Like, you talked about, like, you did rental property for a bit, you bought a flip house, you do residential, but also like repair stuff like that. Like, tell me about like the future of Wales carpentry.
And the wedding venue
In the wedding
that I
venue.
really much like.
Dylan's getting married out there. He
really
hasn't
looks
met the
like
girl, but he's getting married out
No,
there.
I just like it. It's actually really cool.
thanks, man.
What's it
he
called?
built it.
Shout it out.
Yeah, 1868 farmhouse up in Boone, Iowa.
Can I go there?
If you need
if I ever
a
get married?
rural
Absolutely,
setting,
buddy.
call Scott.
Yep.
He'll
Up
tell
by
you
the
where to go.
cornfields.
Is it in Boone?
Yep.
No, it's outskirts.
Well, technically, it's the north of Boone, about like. a mile
So
and a
so
half,
for the
but-
people that don't know, like you guys built the whole damn thing.
Yeah. So
Tell me about that.
What a man.
Also, I've had quite a few whiskeys, so if I'm
He's got
sorry,
hands.
if I'm slurring my words, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You're slurring your words.
I am not. Go ahead.
He's only human.
Go,
Jesus,
Scott.
right. Yeah. Okay. All right. After all.
Yes, tell us more.
Oh yeah. All right. So it was
Build that thing.
It was like a 50 by 60, 50 by 80, 50 by 80 building, like a machine shed that had like a crop sprayer in it when we started, and all like dusty, dirty floors. And we took it down. I took steel off the inside and redid like the whole thing. Did a massive addition to it. Moved a grain bin around the corner and turned it into a bar with like a curved bar area. Full bar, full wedding venue. Redid rooms in the house. Did like a groom suite and a bridal suite. then a bunkhouse so brides can like stay the night before and get ready, have the wedding. Yeah, it just turned out awesome.
How long did it take you to convert the whole thing?
Oh man! So it's back in 2020. That was our like COVID project. We were able to work out on the on a farm.
Couple days.
Yeah, just like 2 weeks. Always 2 weeks, right?
Fucking hell yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah. Right.
So
No, I wish it was like. I think we started the inside stuff. We started in the winter of like February and March, and then in end of March, I think we started in the actual venue, and we finished in September was the first wedding. Though we weren't completely done and never really are, so
You're adding to it.
we made it for the first wedding in September, and then they had a couple week break. We just kept getting stuff done, and so there's never officially done, probably October, but then we've added the bunkhouse and now an outdoor bar that I was
working on the outdoor bar.
Yep, earlier this week
a
actually.
curved
Yep.
bar.
Yep. Yeah, a bar between two grain bins, which is, if anyone's in the trades, it's very fun to frame stuff and trim stuff out to curve buildings that have ribs on it at an angle. So it's, yeah, fun stuff.
Curvy.
But yeah,
I love it. I think it's interesting. Like, you came in business, carpentry, all the stuff, but like, you came in with a vision. Like, business, I'm gonna leave, graduate college, go to the business. Like, most people come in, they're like, sociology,
don't know what they want to do.
name the
Yeah.
name the goddamn fucking field of study. You knew what you wanted. Like, explain that a little bit.
Well, kind of. I guess I didn't really know that that's what I wanted to do for sure. I mean, I grew up doing that work forever. So it was kind of, I got through college. I wanted to do stuff with my hands, like I said earlier, and like actually build stuff. There's like, you know, but like when you build like a house and do like all these like fancy projects and stuff, there's like a sense of accomplishment with doing
Yeah,
stuff
of
like
course.
that.
Yeah.
So it's cool, you know, and I mean, I know how to fix like
Things.
anything that has to do with your house. You know, I've like done it all before. I mean, I don't love doing everything about it, but
What's
Yeah.
your least favorite thing about?
I did ask him
oh
this
yeah, we
earlier.
did talk about this.
We
earlier.
did
We
talk
talked about
about
this
this.
on the drive here. Yeah,
What is your least favorite thing about the job that you do?
So yeah, I was telling them I do a lot of remodels and like digging into existing houses, and anything that has to do with like animal feces was the worst thing. So like
Cat shit.
cat shit, cat piss,
Cat
like
shit, bat shit, dirty old.
oh man, tearing up carpet that like cats have just like pissed on is just like a horrible smell. Or like reframing a wall, you tear off the sheetrock and like
Stinks
mice
good.
have been in there. It's just, it's terrible.
It
I
sounds
hate
fucking
it.
awful.
Oh, it is. It is so bad. Actually,
keep going. Keep going.
yeah, no. What do you want to
Well,
say?
to come back to the conversation that we had earlier, my relation to that. Not only did I teach scuba diving for, I worked at the dive shop for like 5 years. I taught a lot, but I also was the gear technician. So I worked on a lot of the scuba equipment, and I found some nasty shit in people's equipment.
Puke.
A lot of puke.
Like,
Ew.
Like what?
Like Zins,
He's throwing.
motherfucker.
He's throwing in a zin.
No, I had to have my Jennifer Aniston.
He's been nicotining.
I would open up these regulators, what you breathe out of, and there was little bits of chew. There was Zin pouches, cockroach eggs, cockroaches.
No, Jose.
Ew.
It was fucking disgusting.
In mouthpieces.
In the regulator, in the
In
second
their
stages.
regulators.
I would never.
So
Yeah, you would.
I will
never.
say, like, I didn't get to scuba, but dude, your setup is amazing.
Ooh,
And
college
honestly,
story. Someone threw up in the sink. I remember that.
yeah,
And
tell that story.
did not
Tell the
clean
story,
that one
Scott.
up. That
Tell the
was
story,
gross.
Scott.
All I remember is waking up on the couch.
So I remember you coming into the room and you're like,
No. I woke up on the couch. You were in the kitchen, and you
well,
were like,
this was the night before. The night before, you
Dude,
came,
I don't remember
you
that.
came into the room and you were chilling on, like we were all hanging out in the room, and you're like, man, I gotta throw up.
Wait,
We're like,
wait.
go to the bathroom, and you're like, no, I'm just gonna throw up here in the sink.
So this is
You threw up in the kitchen sink, dude.
this is your junior year.
Yeah.
No,
So I'm not a part of this.
No, but I mean, dude, I don't remember
No,
that.
yeah,
But
no.
I just
I'm gonna
remember,
go pee.
that was Thanks for sharing.
Continue.
I honestly just remember waking up and he was in the kitchen. He's like, it's like
this
that.
fucking.
No, I mean he didn't throw water on me, but it's like that scene on Wolf of Wall Street. He's like, "Wake up, you piece of shit!" Like there's vomit in our sink. And I was like, "No, I would
you
never."
had to scoop that shit out. It was gross. It was real bad. No.
Yeah, I puked a lot.
Okay, so you guys built like a Marvel/DC/Simpson
Oh yeah.
beer pong table.
Honestly, wasn't even the plan until like.
So
wasn't the plan.
Dylan is an artist.
Eh,
He draws shit. He's
here
good
and
at
there,
it.
Here and there.
Scott is a carpenter.
Built the table.
He built the table.
Good at painting.
Explain to me
Yes, you were.
the combination of the two skills. Regulation length, beer pong table. We still use it today.
And
Well,
that's
Still use it
Well,
today.
it's 2 foot by 4 foot, but I mean, most college kids, take a
I
door.
don't know how many
take
people.
a door
I don't know
off
how
the
many
hinges,
people
small
complain.
table.
They complain so much. They're like,
It's
So-
not regulation.
It's too
no,
far.
it's regulation, but it's like
It
it's too
is.
far. It's too far. I'm like, sorry.
Like that's what.
I
it
mean,
was
we
supposed
really
to be.
didn't intend to do that, but like we just did it.
Yeah.
But
Do you know what sparked that idea? I don't
honestly,
remember at
I'll
all.
tell you right now.
You take both. Take both. Here you go.
I'll tell you right now.
No, sweet. I don't know if I. Ooh, it is here. That sounds
Better,
different. Yeah,
better.
A little better.
I legit. What did I do? I pounded like 2 monsters one night.
You
were at work.
Well, no. So I went home the weekend and I built the actual table and then brought it back.
Yeah.
And then on like Monday and Tuesday, so I was working because it was my
Yeah.
senior year. I was working like Monday. I think I was just gone Monday, and when I came back Tuesday, you had already.
Because
done the
honestly,
whole
when
fucking
I
thing, all night long.
when I don't know, I feel the need to do art and sketches like at some random times. But I like pounded like 2 monsters and I just went to town. Like I did like an
If
Iowa.
you get like into it, you like
Oh, man,
doing
I
it.
was
So then
into
you're
it.
just in the zone.
Oh, I was
you're
like, I sketched I sketched both.
You
sides.
drew, you drew a lot in college. Though. You drew
Yeah,
a lot.
I did. I mean, that was in my downtime because honestly, just something I like to do. It
Do you
clears my
remember
mind.
when we painted it? We didn't do like any schoolwork for the whole week.
No,
The rest of that week, like I think you drew it on Monday, and then we spent Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday painting it,
It was a good time.
and I took it home that weekend and like clear coated it.
was a
so
good time.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
that's a good memory. I
Yeah.
remember that one. Yeah.
Absolutely.
September of 2015.
Still lives on.
It still lives on. It's not in very good shape, but it's still there.
It'll do.
Hindsight, I've learned a lot, so I wouldn't have. I would make it different, coat it different, all that stuff.
I think you got even better at painting.
Oh,
when you did
definitely,
that. Like,
yeah.
like even your tape work was like on par.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it
We'll
was
throw
crispy.
a picture in
Oh yeah.
for the benefit of the audience listening. You can transfer back over if you want.
Keep it.
Adam was going to the bathroom, so we switched headphones.
I pissed.
Okay. For the people listening though, it's like the beer pong table was like a draw. Explain that homecoming. What else?
Homecoming.
What else happened?
We had it every weekend.
That dude got hit by that car. Remember that?
That one dude.
What?
Please explain that.
Who?
While I'm gone.
Someone got hit by a car?
Mitch.
I didn't witness.
Oh, is that what it was?
I didn't
That's
witness
what you mean?
it. Someone
I
got-
witnessed
someone
it.
got hit
yeah,
by a car.
I know, yeah, I saw that.
And honestly, I've been hit by a car before.
Well, that was at homecoming. That was like, you haven't hit
No, we were. This was
Okay, this is a very
Recently?
deep secret,
This
but I'm
was-
not gonna get into it.
your story?
the time.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if we should use the name.
No.
We shouldn't use the name. Which I hope a lot of these names get taken out because I've used a lot.
I can cut it. Just share it.
Okay, fuck, dude. This was my junior year, your senior year. You were graduated.
Gone.
So homecoming. We
Oh, I
used
was there
to-
though. Yeah.
You were there,
I was there.
definitely.
Okay. Yep.
Homecoming at the school we went to. We would go to the parking lot of. The guest parking. It's very
Whatever
small
you
school.
call it.
Parking, whatever.
It's a
It was the
parking lot.
business building.
The business building.
Okay.
And the pong table was set
not
up. And 6 o'clock in the morning, this guy riding a unicycle, chugging a Busch Light. That happened. But they're playing beer pong throughout the day. Everyone's kind of drunk. And this guy is playing, and a truck backs up and hits him.
Hits him. And
You know, I don't know.
starts to knock over our table and shit because he straight up ran into him.
Yeah,
Our
I was there.
shit.
I think I was playing but I'm not the best to recollect this story as I was probably blacked out drunk. So if
Well,
you
then-
have the story,
I don't.
I mean, after that, we all just like yelled at him, like, "What the fuck, dude? Why are you driving? Where are you going?" And he just drove off, and security didn't do shit.
did we figure out who this person was?
No, not officially.
No.
No. We had some guesses, but I don't know.
Was it that pizza guy that you went to school with?
Joe.
Never mind. We won't drop that. But
CD.
Someone got hit tragically.
I know.
In the
Not
parking lot.
tragically.
Not tragically. They were
Hard.
fine. They
So
were
he
fine.
got hit. The truck was backing up and pushed him into the beer pong table that we've been
and
talking
then
about.
moved, and started
And just
running
pushed
over
him,
shit.
and then this guy's like, "What the fuck?" As he's trying to play beer pong,
Quote unquote.
Yeah,
and then the truck peels off into the distance, into the sunset.
Getting hit.
right past security, who did nothing to
Who
help.
didn't give a fuck? So
No.
if you know whose school this is, good job.
Getting hit by a car doesn't feel good.
Yeah, your story. You gonna tell it?
Oh man. Oof.
Tell it.
Tell
Yeah.
it, please.
Wow. I think it was like October. I was in first grade, and
This all makes
how it
sense
starts,
already.
man. It's how it
Oh, man.
starts, you know.
First
Probably
grade.
another concussion of mine.
Let's
but,
throw back. Let's go back to 25
But-
years.
I
No,
had 2
yeah,
concussions
dude.
at my bachelor party.
Dude, I probably have handful.
9.
I don't think 9.
9. Cat.
Concussions? What?
No, I was in first grade, and I was with my cousin and my brother, and we were playing hide and seek, and whatever, I don't know. They were chasing me, and I seen like a tree house across the street, and I'm like, I was a little kid. I was like, oh, dude, it's a perfect spot. So I cross the street. I look left. I do not look right. Just get smoked, dude. I get smoked. My shoes are up in the air, and then next thing, I don't know what happened. Next thing I know, I'm on the couch, and I look like Two-Face from The Dark Knight. I'm not kidding. Like, I literally looked like...
Look at me.
Yeah, literally. Like,
Rachel. No.
Rachel, no! Why are you coming for me?
They're coming for you.
But, dude, it was terrible. And honestly, I'm just thankful for the speed this old man was traveling at, because I probably wouldn't be here. I mean, I'm not trying to get old yet, but honestly, dude, I probably wouldn't be here.
Below the hips, like,
Dude.
did you flip over the
Did you
car?
go-
I
yeah,
went,
did you
like,
go over the car
hip
or what?
in. I went into the windshield. I slid, like my brother's seen it happen. So, and then I slid,
Shit.
and I slid all the way to the curb, and then my face bounced on the curb. So that's how I got all the, road rash for like the next, dude, I don't know, several months. My mom is literally scraping like asphalt out of the scab, like just, yeah. They gave us like ointment or whatnot, but, and then like my parents didn't leave me at home, so like I went to school. And they're like, "Oh my God, what happened?" I was like, "I got hit by a car."
I fell.
I felt, yeah.
I'm a victim.
Right. But no, it was, oh my God, I'll never forget that. But
Do you remember it?
the headlights,
So you'll never forget it.
just the headlights. That's about it.
During my bachelor party, you got fucking knocked out like twice.
How?
Slip and slide flippy cup.
Oh, you smashed your head.
yeah.
He hit his
Did you do
goddamn.
that
I have
almost-
video of him
You
hit
do
his
that.
head.
You do that almost every year.
Well, goddamn, put
Twice.
baby oil on that shit.
Dude, Dylan hit his head.
It's
Came
just
up and
so-
said,
Slick as hell.
I'm concussed.
Dude, I was.
He hit
man.
his head. He's like,
Fucked up.
I'm
I was,
concussed.
dude. But man, those slipping.
One
yeah,
bear,
those
two
Good time.
bears.
slipping
Good time.
cups are a good time.
Yeah.
At
Dead
Scotch-
on
I'm gonna keep
water.
doing them. I'm gonna keep doing them.
Man, I don't know how many concussions I've had. I don't know.
Quite a few, looks like.
Yeah.
Okay. So, to tie this all together, we've heard of the past, the current, the future. What's next for you guys, like in the future? We'll start with Adam this time, so Scott can give a fucking
Yeah,
break.
sounds good.
Adam is starting with his new career in aviation. Adam, what's next for you in the next 5 years?
I don't know. That's a big part of why I'm doing what I'm doing. There is a huge world in aviation. I could go into a lot of different things. There's a lot of different jobs I can go into. I will be a commercial pilot. I just don't know what it will be. I could apply for the legacy airlines like Delta, American, Southwest, whatever.
Wear a t-shirt polo with a fucking tie every day.
I would. No, I'd have to wear the white polo with the epaulets, and I'd have to do the whole thing, which
That's fine.
it's fine.
It's a level.
And that would be a really, really cool thing. Or I will go into something else in aviation. I just know that I want to do that. It could be that I'm teaching flight. It could be that I'm flying small charters around the islands because I do know the area. Or I could be flying all over the world. I don't know. But it will be aviation.
What excites you about air travel, though? Like from scuba dive to air travel, what excites you to switch?
Scuba.
I mean, all of it's just the thrill.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed diving, and I still will and always will enjoy diving. It's
What's the craziest
fucking
shit
cool.
you
Amazing. I
found
wanna go again.
underwater?
Yeah.
What's the craziest shit you found under the ocean? Cocaine.
I have found cocaine while
Oh my
diving.
no! I never heard this before.
Well, it is Florida.
No, I mean, I have coworkers who have found
Bricks.
bricks and bricks and bricks of cocaine
Bricked up in the ocean water.
reported to the Coast Guard. So it was all fine. I have found cocaine on dives, also reported.
Lit.
But the wildlife, that was what drew me to scuba diving. The sharks and turtles, and I've seen whale sharks and rays and all the eels and fish, and it's just been amazing. And seeing coral before it's been bleached,
How crazy were the whale sharks?
that was a
That
life-changing
was
experience.
that was amazing.
Get tatted up in Utah.
What?
Dude, let's go.
Did you really?
I'll go
He
get a
literally
Adam.
tattoo.
said it. He
Adam.
literally said it.
Let's get a fucking mountain tattoo.
Why is it that every time I go on a trip with you guys,
Fucking sorry, dude.
I end up with ink on my skin going back home?
Oh no.
Yeah, no.
We won't bring up Clearwater.
Dude, your anchor is the best of all of our tattoos.
Oh yeah, probably.
My fucking
The fucking thing is, I want an anchor because I've been actually in the marine
I
world.
bet that hurt.
I want an anchor. And I'm gonna get one.
Where?
butthole.
Ass cheek.
Solid.
We were gonna get 12 on our ass cheek
Yeah, you told me
for our
that.
room number.
Yeah.
We
And it
vetoed.
didn't-
We
I'll still
vetoed
do
it.
that shit.
I'll do it.
Where's our tattoo artist in Zion? Hit us up.
This whole conversation is going nowhere.
But
What was your question again?
my question was, why switch from in the water to above the clouds?
I needed a job that would give me financial security in the future, but I wasn't going to settle for some job. I wanted something that was a thrill. So going from diving to flight was just the next thing that was available to me, and I caught the bug for it, and so I went for it, and it does have a background, or it does have the capacity to give me a career that has
Benefits.
the benefits.
I mean, there's so many things like you mentioned.
yeah.
Today. Like,
What
dude,
what
it's-
what's starting salary for like big three aviation pilot? If you're in Delta, United, whatever, whoever, 300,000, 400. What's the starting wage?
Starting's not 300. Starting
you
is
work your way up.
it's based on seniority for sure.
Yeah.
I can't give you the initial number. I don't quite know. I could pull the.
I'd say it's 120,000 easily.
But you have to go through training, so you'll get paid kind of a lower wage, 80. I don't know, 60 to 80, 90, 60 to $90,000 a year. And right now, because of
Nice.
how things are with the airlines, you'll get a sign-on bonus and that kind of stuff. It depends on which which carrier you're talking about, and the details I don't have available right now, but the numbers are pretty big, and after a little bit of time in the airlines, the numbers get way bigger. Why would I not?
What's the top out for like the majors? Like if you're 55, you've been in it for like what, 20 years? What's the top out salary for that type of business?
340,000.
340,000.
It's nice.
Is that strangely specific?
Modest.
To you?
I don't know. It's upwards in that area.
You think
$250,000 to $300,000 a year.
the risk though, it's like if the plane crashes and kills everybody, it's like
Yeah, there's liability with people, but
Solely.
You might not be doing that,
it's not.
right?
It's not as dangerous as one might think.
What's your route though?
ton
Do
of
you want to do
training.
like freight? Do you want to do people? Do you want to do NASA? What's the fucking route?
That's my thing. I don't know.
Okay.
You have to start with a commercial license, and that's what I'm training for
He's
right
getting
now.
the ball rolling, Ryan.
I'm getting the balls rolling.
He's rolling his balls.
He's rolling it. He's rolling it out.
You got to get your commercial license first, and then you can kind of decide. So if you want to get your CFI, the certified flight instructor, that'll get you hours really quick. Most legacy airlines require a 1,500 hour minimum before applying outright, or if you apply for and go through training with them, that's different. But I'm going to get my commercial license and probably fly some menial job at first and get those 1,500 hours and then move on to something bigger.
Absolutely.
Or I might get that CFI rating and teach people how to fly. I'm kind of taking things as they come right now. If it comes easy, I'll do it. So I'm enjoying it right now. And once I get my commercial license, I'm really just going to feel things out. But right now, I'm doing things for the thrill of it and also the possibility of big money.
Love it. Dylan, what's the year of Shrek 3?
2013.
Scott, check him.
I will.
Did you know it's not called Shrek 3, it's Shrek
It's
the
Shrek the Third. I will say, hold on. Shrek 1, 2001. Shrek 2, 2004. Honestly, I haven't even seen Shrek the Third, but I'll go 2012, 2013. All right, it's 2011. All right, fuck me.
2015.
18.
2007.
What?
Yeah.
Are we that old?
Yeah, we're getting there.
Yeah.
Have we?
Honestly, I haven't even seen that.
Is there a
one.
fourth one? There's a fourth one, right?
I haven't seen it,
That's the Shrek Christmas movie.
but I did get Shrek 1 and 2.
Okay.
It's Shrek Forever After.
Wait,
2010.
Wait.
Yes,
So you've
go
asked
ahead.
us a lot of questions, Ryan.
Yes.
Let's ask you some questions.
What is your goal in the coming years, months? What is your goal? What are you trying to do?
I would say probably grow my production business to like 4 to 6 employees ish.
Oh,
750,000 a year in revenue, top line.
You got the space now.
Main thing is like get a recurring client to rent my space, the podcast room.
I didn't know you were renting it.
I rent it. Yeah.
Oh, shit. I didn't
It's like
know.
rent the podcast room, rent the open desk in my office, and then hire my first employee by December. Like that's my big thing.
So how many offices do you have in your building?
I could have one more desk. So
So it's two, yours and one other.
myself and one other person,
Okay.
like my podcast room, which is like
Would that be someone you hire then, or someone you rent out to like a different business?
part time to start,
Okay.
and then full time. But like I would charge a monthly flat fee.
Okay.
Eventually, I want to have like my own part time, full time employees.
Mm-hmm.
do you have any prospects?
I do. Yep. So I got the space in February. I got to the point where it's ready to show in June. And then by December, I'd like to have somebody that's renting full time. That either.
But you have people that you're looking at bringing on.
Yeah. I have like 15 contractors I use that I'll pay a good size amount per project.
For like editing,
shooting, whatever project,
any part of it,
whatever it takes.
Okay.
But it'd be more cost efficient to have someone in house that's like a flat fee hourly to do it. So, so for me, it's like if I have like 2 or 3 retainers, I cover my overhead. It's all covered, and then everything over that's profit. So for me, I've been doing that the last 2 years. So it's been great.
Crazy mode.
It's been lucrative. It's been nice. But like for me, it's like it's not about the money. It's like,
why not?
it's about like a lifestyle. For me, it's like my business. It's like I work like 6 hours a day, and I can be home with my kids, my wife. Like I can be home. It's like you have complete flexibility. So like for me, if I hire on 4, 5, 6 employees, it's like, okay, now the stakes are higher. It's like, okay, you got to like hire on 5, 6 people.
Ryan is the dad at the table.
Mm-hmm.
I got 2.
Right
I got
on.
1 kid,
Yeah.
a baby on the way,
And one cooking.
1 cooking,
Yeah.
2 coming. One's coming in January. So.
Do we have a name picked out? Yeah, you do. You
We
told
do.
me. Okay,
I told-
will
I
not
do
name
not
drop
say
that.
it, please.
I know, but I will say one of the best TV shows ever made.
Best TV shows.
And an amazing actor.
It starts with
Actress.
an L. L for love.
Was that a clue or something?
Landry.
It's not Landry Clark.
I think someone's going to get it now with this TV show.
But to conclude, in total, what are you guys? I'll talk about myself last. What are you guys most excited about in the future? Dylan, Scott, Adam. The future. Dylan.
You first.
Dylan, what are you most excited about in the next 5 years? What are you excited about?
Years.
Toes, big toes.
I don't know, man. I'm just taking life as it goes right now. That's all I'm doing.
Any projects?
I have been getting into art a lot more. I don't know. I'm just doing like canvas stuff right now, but I don't know. Art's just been one of those little things that just I don't know. I like to do other than working out, but I don't know. It just clears your mind. You put some music on, and you just I don't know.
Would you ever want to like make signs or something like that?
Absolutely.
But canvas or like
monetize
There was like a canvas that I did, and it was like I don't know. It was like Casey themed, and I don't know. Like I got like tons of offers on it. I mean, it's not about money.
Fuck yeah,
It's
dude.
not about money. It's not about money. It's
Why
just,
not?
I just want like my piece somewhere, basically.
No, I get that might not be about money, but if you can start doing some stuff outside
Yeah.
of your current job
Yeah.
and just
Like some of my friends say, like I mean,
can paint some shit
like,
and sell
you know
it
how
on the
like
street.
they have like auctions and stuff. Like you can
Oh,
go
yeah.
to like
Oh, yeah.
like events and stuff like that. But I don't know. I need to jump in it more.
Look 40 years into the future.
It's just hard to get more time.
Look 40 years into the future. If you have that base and start selling or trying to put it out,
Yeah.
40
Is
years.
that
and
what
you're
you wanna
done
do,
with
though?
your government job now?
Like on the side, yeah. I mean, it's just
but
something I
what-
like to do.
what-
But if you like doing it now in 40 years and you're done with your current job,
I'll keep doing it. Yeah.
well, hell yeah.
keep
You
doing
start your base now, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not?
That's your side hustle.
Scott, what about you? 5 years from now, what do you want? Where do you want to be?
This might be weird. I don't really have like a 5-year goal set out or like a
Cancun?
10-year goal. What?
Key Largo?
Yeah, we're going.
For what?
Where
For
are you going?
work or for
Fucking
just
hanging out, dude.
No,
No,
we're gonna.
well,
We're
you know,
gonna
wherever
go weekend.
I'll go hang out wherever I want. But like, if you're talking work,
That's the
are
beauty.
you talking work?
Work,
Work. or
What is
life?
your
life,
5 year-
life in 5 years. What? You'll be how old?
Fuck you, man.
30,
40?
34.
40?
34.
34.
Where do you want to be in life?
He's
34 years old.
He's gonna be a dad.
I would say probably. Yeah.
Oh.
Probably.
You heard it here, folks.
I mean, that's 5 years from now. Right? We'll see.
That's
We'll see
5
what
chances.
But you have the goal of like having a family,
No more. Once
like
a year is
settling
all we
down.
happens. Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Haven't really sat down and talked about it. I don't know. Life's crazy right now,
Sure,
so it's probably going to be crazy forever. But
Sure.
work's not a problem. I mean, jobs keep coming. So
Sure.
there's not any issues there. But
Adam, what about you? 5 year. How old will you be in 5 years?
12.
I am 12 in Grand Creole.
I'll be 32 in 5 years.
Where do you want to be in life at 32?
Generally, I want to have a job in aviation.
You already have a job.
I don't have a job in aviation.
You have offers.
I'm
maybe.
training, but I do have offers,
You'll be
yes.
fine. You'll be fine.
My goal is, though, to have some sort of retirement. Like, I want to have aviation, but I want a job that's giving me something to fall back on once I'm done with it.
And it's good to start now.
Yeah, I want to have a job in aviation that gives me a retirement plan, whether it be a legacy airline or...
Do you have any thoughts about like being like a private pilot for some
Yeah,
person? Would that be sweet? Would that be cool?
Or
That's
sergeant.
another thing. That's a corporate. Yeah, I could fly corporate for a company or a private.
Wouldn't it be sick though to just like fly for like one guy? Be like, hey, we're leaving today.
It depends.
Yeah.
That really limits your schedule.
Right.
You're a pilot on
The
Call.
that person's time.
on the will of the other person.
That
Yeah.
will completely.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Do you like that idea? Or, not really?
I do, but for a company that doesn't travel on holidays, which is hard to find.
Yeah, it's hard to find.
But generally speaking, yeah, that's my goal in the next 5 years, to have a job in aviation that has a retirement plan that lets me fly, have fun, kind of a loose schedule, and that's typically what it is. Most definitely making a lot of money.
Yeah. I love it. I think this is a good spot to stop.
Ryan's drunk.
We've had a lot of drinks, okay?
But what a
You
trip.
have.
What a trip this is going to be, though.
We might do another podcast tomorrow, but I've had a lot of whiskey, a lot of beers.
You've had half a bottle of Jefferson's Ocean.
This is so good.
He was generous enough to pour me one as well.
Who bought this Jefferson's Ocean, folks?
Scott Wells.
Who spent $600 on groceries?
600. This
Things will be
this
evened
number
out.
keeps growing.
Oh my God.
That's crazy.
That's a lot of money.
Things will.
Anyway,
Forgot the mustard.
you can sleep outside.
Show me the mayonnaise.
Anyway, thanks so much for tuning in. I appreciate that. If you want to subscribe, we're on Apple's iTunes, Spotify, YouTube.
Search Underground Affair on Spotify.
It's Rhymes with Odd on Spotify, Instagram, all the places. Subscribe, leave us a comment if you have questions, and if not, we'll see you in the next episode. My name's Ryan Stott. Rhymes with Odd. We'll see you in the next episode. Peace.
Whip and Nay Nay Dance Battle.